Today, we are diving deep into the world's largest property theft, a crime that, even after decades, remains completely unsolved. This is the absolutely incredible story of the Gardner Museum heist.
Take a look at this empty frame. Seems pretty plain, right? Well, back in March of 1990, it held a masterpiece, a single painting worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And then, in just one night, it was gone. This is the story of how it was stolen.
And believe it or not, that was just one piece. The total value of all the art that disappeared that night, a mind-blowing $500 million. To this day, it is still the single biggest art heist in history.
So the big question is, how on earth did they pull it off? Well, let's go back in time. The place, Boston. The date, March 18th, 1990, at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. While the rest of the city was out celebrating St. Patrick's Day, a truly audacious plan was just getting started.
Okay, just try to wrap your head around the sheer nerve of this. It's 1:24 in the morning. Two guys, dressed up like cops, they ring the side door. They tell the guard they're investigating a disturbance. The guard, he breaks a huge rule and lets them in. Within minutes, both guards are tied up down in the basement. And the thieves, they have the entire museum all to themselves for an astonishing 81 minutes.
81 minutes. I mean, they were free to take literally anything they wanted. So what did they go for? Well, this wasn't just grabbing some paintings. They stole irreplaceable pieces of human history.
All told, 13 pieces were ripped from the museum. Now, the list is a little strange. It includes some sketches by Degas, an ancient Chinese beaker, and even a bronze eagle finial that sat on top of a Napoleonic flag. But hidden among that loot were two of the most famous, most sought-after masterpieces in the entire world.
First on the list, The Concert by Johannes Vermeer. And here's why its disappearance is just so catastrophic. There are only about 34 confirmed Vermeer paintings known to exist in the entire world. And in one night, one of them just vanished. Gone from public view, maybe forever.
The other major loss was Rembrandt's The Storm on the Sea of Galilee. Now, this wasn't just any old Rembrandt, it was his only known seascape, an incredibly dramatic, emotional, and completely unique work of art. And just gone.
But here's where the story gets really weird. The mystery isn't just about what they stole, it's about the bizarre, almost nonsensical choices they made during those 81 minutes inside. This was not a clean professional job. The thieves were this weird mix of brute force and, well, strange taste. They crudely hacked the giant Rembrandt and Vermeer canvases right out of their frames. But then, they walked right past the museum's most valuable painting, Titian's The Rape of Europa, without even touching it. It just doesn't make any sense. Why? And that, of course, leads to the biggest question of all. Who was behind this? Were they super sophisticated art experts who knew exactly what they wanted? Or were they just some common criminals who got incredibly lucky? Some theories point to the Boston mob. Others suggest it was for some reclusive, eccentric billionaire. So, who do you think was behind the heist? Go ahead, give us your theory down in the comments.
So years and years have gone by, but the search has never ever stopped. The FBI is still actively working on this case, and the museum has put up a pretty incredible incentive to get these treasures back home.
That's right, $10 million. It's one of the biggest private rewards ever offered. And here's the kicker. It's completely no questions asked. All they want is information that leads to the art's safe return. And yet, silence. Still nothing. So, this is where we're at today. Not a single piece of the art has ever showed up on the black market, or any market. The FBI says the investigation is still very much ongoing. And get this, the statute of limitations for the theft itself has actually expired. That means whoever stole them can't be prosecuted for the crime anymore. The only thing that matters now is getting the art back.
And that brings us right back to where we started. If you go to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum today, you will see those empty frames still hanging right there on the walls. They're like these ghostly placeholders, a constant, haunting reminder of this massive cultural loss.
So after all these years, the question is still hanging in the air. Could these priceless masterpieces, worth $500 million, still be out there? You know, stashed away in an attic or a basement somewhere, just waiting to be found? The mystery is as deep as ever. For more deep dives into the world's greatest unsolved mysteries, you know what to do. Hit subscribe.